just said. No one paid any special attention to me. Well, there were a few odd looks here and there, but nothing nearly as bad as what I was expecting. Things are on the rise. As the lecture went on, my anxiety for the most part faded. I took to staring out the window to avoid eye contact. A few boys were out there playing soccer. Wait, was that Pibg? I scooted closer, trying to get a better look.
Hana. Hana!
I thought you almost forget. The sound of my name, I leaped to attention.
If there's something more interesting outside than samurai death battles, please feel free to enlighten us. You came here to learn, not to contemplate the scenery.
Contemplate? Yes, Miss Shizuka. I'm sorry. She turned back to the chalkboard and continued her lecture as if nothing had happened. Look at this guy. He's Youngtown. He's a video game rapper.
The entire, alternate group looks like they're drawn, more attractive than the other group.
A few desks in front of me, the guy sitting next to Brutal Moose turned around and gave me a flashy thumbs up. I made a face at him, unsure of what exactly he expected me to do. Then Ian turned around and socked him on the head. The other guy mumbled something to him, probably apologizing. Ian's eyes slid to me for a brief instant.
Wait, can we go out with one of them instead?
From what I've heard, one of the alternate routes might be Ian, though I'm not sure. Because I know the jock's an alternate route. Then he looked away.
Wait, what? Shock is a route?
Yeah, the bird.
That's what we're doing.
Well, I don't know how to do it. Were they looking at me because of what happened yesterday? Or was there some other reason? I shook my head. There wasn't time for this. I had work to do if I wanted to keep my scholarship. Oh, see, she's here because she's good at school, not because her family's rich.
Well, I know her family wasn't rich.
After pages and pages of notes on Japanese history, it was nearly time for lunch. Hey, you get to go again.
Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone is almost free to go. The work tonight isn't so hard, so don't grumble. Work together, you should. Complete it if you have a hard time.
You must.
Yes, sir. As you may be aware, the Flower Festival is coming up in a week and a half.
This news was met with a few cheers as everyone started to pack up.
Pooling in my gullet.
Did you ever have a flower festival?
What's a flower festival?
Did you? I don't know.
Did you ever have a flower festival?
No, because I didn't go to a private school.
What the fuck? It's just Japan. They have a bunch of festivals. It has nothing to do with being a private school.
Oh, okay.
Since you have the day of the festival off, our first exam will be on the day before. There were no cheers this time.
There were no cheers this time.
Hooray! Romance is wonderful. Believe me. I know. Wink. But try not to let the festival distract you, okay? That is all. See you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, see you. Miss Shizuka flashed a peace sign and winked as she walked out the door. What was that? What did they say with that? Kawaii!
No. See you later.
Later, see you.
What a weird teacher. For sure. Why does she sound like Yoder?
Ugh. That lecture was so boring.
Mai walked beside me, a tray in her hands. We were shuffling through the cafeteria, trying to find a seat. Didn't you say that yesterday?
Mom picking my eye.
Probably, but it's true for today too.
Is that what I sound like?
No, that's just me attempting to do. Hana, help me. I'm going to die of boredom. We have an assignment to keep us busy.
No, it's
Mai.
Hana now.
Yeah.
Oh. They sound the same. We already have work to do?
How did you not hear that? Mai sighed dramatically, then leaped to the side and rested her head in the crook of my neck. I reached up to pat her head a few times, but she straightened before I could do it.
Oh my god, Hannah. Paul's walking over here. He's looking at you. Does he look angry to you? Why is he coming over here? Do you think he's gonna kick you again?
The same Paul who humiliated me last night strode towards me. I instinctively backed away, but he kept getting closer. I'm glad I found you!
Do you
He
have
didn't
a
look
charger?
angry to me. In fact, he was giving me an odd, lopsided smile. I wanted to make sure you weren't, like, hurt or anything. You ran off before I could properly apologize. I looked down at my feet. It was embarrassing enough that I ran off crying like a little girl, but to know that I made them feel bad was even
They
worse.
should feel bad.
At the same time, the image of my ruined uniform popped into my mind. I couldn't tell whether I was more angry or embarrassed, or whether I was feeling something else entirely. I got you pretty bad, didn't I? I think I ballerinaed too hard. He tilted his head to the side. It's a shame you're not wearing the uniform from yesterday. I like the pink splotches on you. It matched your hair. A deep, sick feeling crawled up from my stomach to sit in my throat. My dumb, stupid hair! Everywhere I went, people made fun of it. I thought the normal Boots guys were different, and he was trying to apologize. How could he say something like that to me? Not for the first time, though. I thought of dyeing it a different color, but quickly dismissed it. Paul was waiting for a response. Mai giving me a quick nod as if warning me not to mess this up. I mustered up my best smile, hoping it was at least somewhat convincing. It's okay, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm more than happy to pay for the dry cleaning. Josh and Nick and I feel really bad about everything. We've never made a girl, like, cry before. Well, not by physically injuring her, I guess. Thank you, but I was just gonna scrub it in the sink. Dad and I could never afford things like dry cleaners, so I was surprisingly good at hand washing things. That thing's gonna need more than just hot water and soap. Trust me. Tell you what, I have a friend who's a natural at that kind of stuff. I'll ask her to get the stain out for you. Just meet me later and bring your uniform, okay? I'll try not to kick you this time. Without giving me time to say yes or no, he nodded and turned to leave. He spun quickly back around.
Do you have an Aeropostale gift card?
Maybe? I don't know. Why?
Because they're filing for bankruptcy and selling everything.
Are you and, Mai, right? Do you guys have a table? The cafeteria's pretty, like, full right now. You could sit with us if you want. You know, just for today.
Yes.
Lunch with the normal Boots Club? Maybe I really could become friends with them. And then no one would bother me again. Not about my hair or the ice cream. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Alright, follow me, ladies.
Ladies?
He led us to the middle of the cafeteria where the normal Boots Club sat with a table all to itself.
Hey, so you found her. You're Hannah, right?
I nodded, blushing as I took a seat at the edge of the table next to Paul. Mai forced herself between Jared and PBG. Her eyes were only a few sparkles away from forming huge hearts. Real subtle.
So Hannah, we saw that you were upset, and we're all worried. Are you feeling better?
PBG looked at me, clearly concerned. My heart was beating hard against my chest, but I wasn't sure whether it was because I was nervous, because the sad look on his face made me want to give him a hug. Oh, give PBG a hug. What just happened? Maybe it was because I was about 2 inches away from Paul and only an arm's length away from all the other guys. As I tried valiantly to open my mouth, whispers sped around the lunchroom. Look at those girls over there.
Who do you think they are? How come they gotta sit there? I wish senpai would notice me.
Notice me, senpai, notice me, senpai, notice me, senpai, 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 notice me, senpai. Main characters get all the luck. Suddenly, my thoughts turned dark. Could it be that by getting closer to these guys, I was setting myself up as a target instead of getting protection? My thoughts spun in my head. I was suffocating. PBG was still looking at me, even more worried than before. I'm fine. Thanks for your concern. Please don't feel bad. It was my fault for getting in the way. I'm sorry for causing such a scene. I should have controlled myself better. I hung my head. I wasn't sure how to act around these guys, so I defaulted to extremely polite. My father would have been proud.
Hana.
Hey, Hana, don't apologize. It was Paul's fault, right, Paulie? Nick shoved Paul, who looked exasperated. I apologize as best as I could, Nick. Like, give me a break? It was a relief that PBG wasn't staring at me anymore. Almost no one else was paying me or mine any attention. Just like you. Where did you go?
What?
You're just... What are you reading about?
No stuff. Piers Morgan being a douche.
Who's he?
He used to be on CNN. He's just British, like, he sucks. Like, broadcaster.
Oh,
or
what a
whatever.
sucky British. Jeez.
He said Muhammad Ali was more racist to white people, not a thing, than Donald Trump was ever to Mexicans. So,
Oh.
I even be racist towards white people is the definition.
Shane, however, was shooting me quick, suspicious glances. It was almost like he didn't want me there. And I felt uncomfortable.
Hey, Hana.
Do you want me, Gerard? Do you want me to be Gerard?
You deserve.
How do you like it here so far, Hana? Good. How about you? I mean... I like it here, thank you. Chibitin? Gerard smiled at me, then turned away. I picked up my food. The guys were all wrapped up in their own conversations, and Maya was busy preventing hyperventilation from being so close to Jared.
I can feel his body heat.
Oh dear. Forced year. You doing okay, Hana? Smiling Satch turned to me. I know we can be overwhelming. You're fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Thank you. I winced. Sorry, I can be a bit of a wallflower. No need to apologize. I'm sure we've all been wallflowers before. That reminds me, the Flower Festival. He turned to the group, addressing them all. As if to cue, they all suddenly turned to pay him attention. Who are you all taking this year? Right, the Flower Festival. Miss Shizuka mentioned it before. What is the Flower Festival? No one's explained it to me yet.
Well...
It's basically just a festival. Didn't you have those at your old school? We did have festivals. They were just 40 kids grouped in a room, sharing snacks they brought from home. Well, we had something kinda like them, but I stopped going.
Really?
What?
Oh, why not? They're so fun.
Didn't really want to answer. There was no way I could say, well, my friends turned on me, so when I went, people pretended I didn't exist. But Maya was waiting for an answer, and everyone was looking at me. I'm just not into that stuff, I guess.
Oh well, maybe you like this one. The flower festival happens all over Japan this time of year, but it's a big deal in Higinbana. That's the town right next to Asagao. There's apparently some kind of myth about flowers that's somewhat important.
Supposedly, the founders of Higinbana was an old man who got lost in the mountains and almost died of thirst. This flower spirit came to him and offered him help in return for his vow to protect her home. He agreed, and she trained herself with all her water so he could drink. The man founded Higinbana to watch over the meadow in which he met the flower. Were you, Jarrett?
I can't remember, you do it.
In some versions of the myth, the man and the flower spirit fell in love. It's a truly romantic festival. One may hope to find someone with which to make a vow of eternal love, just as the man and the spirit did. Wazowski. And to live on to protect the one they love.
Jared winked, and Mai swooned.
So, during the day at the flower festival, there's a lot of stalls set up. And you can both go play games and eat food or go flower viewing.
But we're 6 minutes over with this one.
Jeez, why are you so... I'm trying to get to the scene.
Okay, then we do you want to skip Sims? We can do Sims another day.
I don't know.
I should leave by 7:45.
Oh.
Then at night, there's a special meadow over by the temple where you can go watch the flowers. And there's a bonfire and dancing. It's a lot of fun. We look forward to it every year. Asagao sells paper flowers in a little booth to raise money for the school too. So there's usually a big volunteer drive beforehand for people who are good at origami.
Origami? I'm good at origami.
Really? Really? Shane is too. Maybe you should work together.
Shane gave a tight-lipped smile. Something I didn't think that would be happening.
Hey, speaking of, I swear you rejected 10 girls last Flower West Festival season. I mean, that's nothing compared to me, naturally, but there were so many girls with broken hearts. Even I couldn't mend them all.
What are you doing? Why are you knocking things off the table?
You're still hung up on your English girl.
I tried to do the voice you were doing.
Oh, Wazowski.
Oh my gosh, do that voice.
That's what I was doing for him.
Oh.
Shane flinched, visibly taken aback. Then he shrugged.
I don't talk to her anymore.
Oh, Shane. I just wanted you to be happy, that's all.
He wiped away a fake tear. Shane grimaced. How great would it be if someone asked me, maybe even if one of the normal Boots guys did? No, I doubted that would ever happen. They're only letting me sit there because they physically assaulted me. I sighed and cut my beefcake with a plastic knife. Cut that beefcake.
So, any girls in mind, fellas?
Beside me, Mai shifted nervously. Her eyes kept flickering from Jared to her french fries. She looked like a child who stole several cookies. Jared spread out his arms and raised an eyebrow, a god waiting for names to fall into his lap. Did I? I'm thinking of going solo this year.
Oh, I think I did
to
his.
be honest.
I think I'm going solo this year, guys, to be honest.
Oh, right, he was like your guy voice.
Yeah.
I'm bad at voices.
Same. Man, you guys are boring.
You aren't much better, man.
I
Wait, I have 2 people doing that really. No,
am I
gosh.
on another level compared to you guys?
I missed up
I've
voices.
already got my choice picked out.
Sean was supposed to have a
There was a
high-pitched
quiet
voice.
clattering next to me. My Maya dropped her fork. Yeah, I'm sure you... Oh, oops. It's not me. It's you.
Yeah. I'm sure you have. And it'll probably be a new choice tomorrow.
Jared flipped his hair with his hand.
You know me so well. There's only so much time to make so many different girls' dreams come true. I must find the one who's most in need.
So it's not even about what you like? Uh-huh.
Nope.
And you make fun of me.
Just then, the warning bell rang. It was time to head back to class. As everyone got up to toss their trays, I stood up, overwhelmed with a sudden
Overwhelmed?
burst of...
I was overwhelmed!
Overwhelmed with a sudden burst of feeling, shouted, "Thank you for letting me and Mai eat lunch with you today. I really appreciate it."
Yeah, thanks. Hannah was having a terrible day, and you guys cheered her right up. So, see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place?
Mai tilted her head, eyes twinkling. Mai, Paul said we could only sit with them today.
It's cool.
Paul waved a hand in dismissal, almost dropping his tray with the other. Like, the entire cafeteria's really crowded, and we have extra room at our table. People are afraid to sit with us or something.
Well, we did kick a girl yesterday.
All three of them shrugged at the same time, then left the room, moving in unison like a team of synchronized swimmers, with their feet up in the air, kicking. Jared dumped his tray and jogged to catch up with them. If only you could see this visual right now.
I'm synchronized
It's wonderful.
swimming.
With yourself.
Yeah.
As soon as they were out of earshot, Mai took my hands in hers and jumped up and down.
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes! She dropped our hands and made a, jokingly, I think, angry face.
Main characters have all the fun.
You'll be in pairs! Painting a diorama! Or paper mache lamp! Anything postmodern! Then write a paper on design! Or don't. That works too.
Oh, this hurts.
Yeah. I can feel it in my voice too, doing all this different stuff. But I think this is a good place to
Cap it.
sap.
How long? And then should we just create characters for Sims? And then continue Sims another day?
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Okay.
But what'd you think about this?
It's alright.
Would you want to come back to it again?
Sure, I still don't like it that much. It's just so boring and done a bunch of times.
Well, if you don't want to play it, I can
Well,
just
no,
play
I'm
it
interested.
myself.
No, I just want John to get her. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, would you want to play it on stream, or would you just want to play it?
We'll stream it.
Okay.
Because I'd rather, I don't know. Play it with a purpose.
Okay. You better play with purpose.
Nick has his back scratcher in his mouth for some strange reason.
Some strange region.
Okay, can I